the stage. She's at the back door. She's ready to come. She's from Georgia by way of New York. We have Miss Janisha Morton. Come on to the stage.
Good evening. Good evening. We have had so much good stuff. I feel like I'm going up to sing after Patti LaBelle. So, um, but my name is Janisha, and or Janisha Morton, and you probably know me from Blue Olive's Corner, or just from my talking about books or whatever. And so I thought maybe today I would tell you a little bit about where I'm coming from so you can understand the reason why. So I thought I'd share my why story. I will do the best I can to stay focused and not get too emotional, but it is important because for a long time, like Helena said, I was stuck, and I was stuck for years, and not just from grief, but from different things like rejection and depression and all of the things that I allowed to tell me that I wasn't good enough. I wasn't smart enough. I wasn't pretty enough. Nobody really wants to hear anything from me, all of that stuff. So it was August 3rd, 2018. And that was one of the darkest days I've ever had. I don't think I've ever felt that weak emotionally or physically ever. And it was so bad I couldn't move. I think I just slept on my living room floor because I couldn't get up. And I remember God saying, "Give me till morning." And I didn't know what that meant. I was like, if my luck sucks today, of course it's going to suck tomorrow. It's been sucking so far. So, you know, but I didn't have any energy to fight. So I fell asleep. And surprisingly, in the morning, I felt different. In the morning, I felt like, wait a minute, it's not that bad. And I started thinking of different things that I could do to change my situation. Um, I was being evicted due to some things that were not my fault. And I really felt like it was a low blow because here I am homeless again. And I did everything I could to fight that. So I was just like, I don't want to do this anymore. But when I got up, I was like, there's got to be a different way to do stuff. There's got to be something else. Like, this can't be the answer every time something goes wrong. Like, I have to have a different way. And so I was recently introduced to this networking company that I love. And we had affirmations, and I just started saying them. I started saying, I am enough. I started saying things like, I am beautiful. I started saying things like, I am smart. I am intelligent. I am productive. I am a peacemaker. And I said it until I believed it. Because when I first started saying it, I didn't believe a word of it. But it gave me enough push to just try it one more time. And so the more I did it, the better I felt about me. And the more I did it, the more I realized, hey, I'm a pretty cool person. And I started to like me just a little bit, but I started to like me. And then I realized, wait a minute, I don't have to stay depressed. Like, I can be upset about what's happening, but if I look for a solution, we can just have a good solution. We don't have to stay depressed and defeated. I'm not defeated. God promises me that I am the head and not the tail, and I am above and not beneath. So I don't have to stay here just because it hurts. Feel it, ouch, and then get up. My best friend said, okay, you have 24 hours. When I talk to you this time tomorrow, you need to be over it and we need to move on. And so I did that. And then when I moved to Memphis, I had a first lady remind me that I needed to remember to count it all joy. And I was like, what joy? Look at what's happening. This is not good. The more I try to make things better, the worse they get. But I told God I would give him 3 days. And I was like, I'm going to choose joy for 3 days. And if after 3 days I'm not happy, please leave me alone. And I only chose 3 days because I didn't think I could go longer. And on the first day, I took a deep breath. And regardless of what happened at work, when they couldn't find my check, I was the only check they couldn't find, but it was cool because I still have a job and they will find it and I will get paid and I'm going to work all this overtime and it's going to be great. It's fine. And then something else happened. I don't remember because I had gotten to the habit of finding the good that I didn't think about the bad stuff. I just started thinking about the good stuff. You know what? My boss paid me a compliment today. That was nice. He didn't have to do that. They really, appreciate what I do. Oh my God, outside is so pretty. I'm having lunch outside because I can. And so I started thinking like that. By day 3, I woke up for the first time ever thinking, what's good today? What's going to happen that's good today? I had never done that before, ever. Woke up thinking, what's good today? And then that's when it dawned on me that this is my choice. It is up to me. If I want to have happiness, joy, whatever, I choose that. It's not because I have a whole bunch of friends, a whole bunch of money, a whole bunch of whatever. It's simply because I decide that regardless of what the enemy throws at me, I'm going to choose joy. The things that are lovely, the things that are pure, the things that are of a good report, I'm going to think about those things. And then I realized the more I thought about those things, those are the things that started happening more often. So one of the things that used to hurt me was I didn't have any friends. But when I changed that thought to I'm my friend, God loves me, I love me, I have 3 beautiful boys who love me, it started bringing all these people around me that I can say now I have friends. And I have good ones, like really, really good, won't let me get away with nothing, stay in my stuff type friends. And I can use those. I need those because I wouldn't be an author of over 250 books or working on music or anything had I not opened myself up to love me first. So the reason why I do what I do is because I now want to give back what was given to me because had I had what I planned worked, I wouldn't have been able to get up the next day to see that I feel better, that I can think better, that I can do better. And now I want to help other people realize all you got to do is get up one more day and keep moving forward and keep pushing and keep changing your thoughts onto what's good. And you can see the good in what your purpose is and not feel like, oh, it's the end of the world and you're worthless and you're nothing. That's what the enemy lies to you about so that he can get you to just take yourself out and then he can claim another soul. But I say not so. So I am here to unmute you. You can tell your story however you need to tell it. We can move forward however we need to move forward. But if you need help getting unstuck from that really, really dark place, feeling like you don't belong, I'm here for it. I'm on Facebook as Janisha Morton. I am on Instagram as author Janisha Morton. And I think I'm on Twitter as Mysterious Blue Z. So just follow me. I will keep dropping nuggets as I get them because I learn something new every day. We can do the nitty silly thing. Naki, okay. But I am so thankful for this opportunity, Miss Sheila, because I had no idea that I could do this much in such a little time. I really thought it was going to be a thing where we went live, and if we didn't go live, that was it. But it was so much more than that, and I am grateful for the opportunity. It has helped my confidence, my self-esteem. I feel like I have grown so much on the inside to where now I want my outside to look like I feel on the inside, things that I had given up on. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for an amazing mentor and accountability partner, Jennifer and Moshimali. and all of the people in here, from Signy to Amy to Simone to just everybody. I am so grateful for my new circle, and I'm looking forward to doing bigger and better things.
And you will. Thank you very much, Denisha Morton. You will do bigger and better things. Thank you for sharing your story. Listen, been stuck from rejection. People don't understand. Listen, that could hold you down like grief. And listen, and I don't take it lightly. Thank you for sharing that. You are the head and not the tail, above and not beneath. Listen, I am enough. Choose joy, baby. Choose joy and make it a part of your life. You have the power within you. Everything you need is within you. I love it. I love it. So her information will is in the show notes, along with how you can get in contact with her and purchase some of her books. She have many books that will resonate with you. So thank you very much for being a part of this challenge, Miss Janisha Morton. Awesome, awesome. And coming to the stage, who's already right here at the stage. We're ready for her to come on all the way from Michigan by way of, no, from Florida by way of Michigan, or from Michigan by way of Florida. Something like that. She'll correct it. Miss Simone Harvey, come on to the stage.
Hello, hello, hello. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are when you finally hear this. I am Simone Renee Harvey. I am from Michigan, and I currently reside in Florida. I am a mom. I am a financial empowerment strategist. I am a CEO, business coach, and co-author, specializing in empowering, inspiring business owners and ambitious women entrepreneurs on scaling their brands by strategically utilizing OPM, which is other people's money. My mission is to provide my clients with coaching and guidance services to either establish or enhance their business credit. Through one-on-one coaching and in-depth education, I equip my clients with the knowledge and strategies needed for effective business credit building, credit card management, and overall financial success. By leveraging these tools, my clients gain access to funding opportunities and establish a solid foundation of credibility within their respective industries. But today I'm here to talk to you about scaling your business with smart credit strategies. Whether you are a current business owner or aspiring to be one, let's envision your future business to be one that is innovative, thriving, and making a real impact in your community. To turn this vision into a reality, understanding and leveraging business credit is a key component. One thing I want people to understand is that it's not just about borrowing money, it's about strategically using financial tools to build your business dream. Being a small business owner, it is important to understand what business credit is and how it differs from personal credit. Business credit refers to the credit worthiness of a business and its ability to fulfill its financial obligations. So it is more than a financial term. It's a gateway to growth and opportunity. Now, it differs from personal credit because it's tied to your business's financial decisions. It reflects how the business world sees your company's health financially. And it has benefits. The smart use of business credit, notice I said the smart use. The smart use of business credit can jumpstart your startup from a plan or an idea to a powerhouse. It offers access to essential funding, which often comes with better conditions than personal loans. And most importantly, it helps separate your business and personal finances, protecting your personal assets as your business grows. Now, there are various types of business credit. So you have business credit cards for your daily operations. Then you have lines of credit for flexible ongoing expenses. There are term loans for significant investments, and let's not forget SBA loans, which are beneficial, particularly for startups. Each type is a potential stepping stone in your business journey. The most critical step in this entire process is making sure your business foundation is solid and you are building a strong profile. A strong business credit profile opens so many doors. You want to first start by establishing and regularly monitoring your business credit, making timely payments. That means paying your bills on time and having a well-crafted business plan, because these will be your best friends in building a solid credit foundation. Now, don't get me wrong, there are many risks, so you need to be cautious. Mismanaged credit can lead to challenging debt. So understand your credit terms fully and ensure your business plan includes strong repayment strategies. Responsible credit use is about knowing in advance what your business needs are and making a plan for that. So to wrap things up, business credit is not just a financial tool, it's a springboard for your entrepreneurial dreams. It requires wisdom, strategic planning, and a bold vision. I encourage you to embrace the journey of understanding and utilizing business credit. Explore its potential and let it be a part of your success story. But before I go, I'd like to offer you a direct path to apply these principles through my business credit blueprint. It is your step-by-step guide to mastering business credit, tailored for ambitious entrepreneurs eager to transform their dreams into reality. The blueprint offers practical tools and insights to help you navigate the complexities of business credit confidently. It's an investment in your business's future, laying the foundation for sustainable growth and success. So I invite you to explore the business credit blueprint. I will have the link in the comments for you. And I want to leave you with this. If you are passionate about a project or an idea, it should be a source of income for you. And you can find me on all social media platforms as at Simone Renee's brand. And thank you.
Let's jump, Miss Simone Renee. Okay. OPM. Listen, everybody loves to OPM other people's money. Yes, business credit is the gateway to growth. Listen, I love the way you said smart use. Because you can get the business credit and then you mess it up. So you're going to teach us and help us learn how to do that. And we can jumpstart. I love what you said about business credit can jumpstart a startup business, and then it can turn it into a powerhouse business. But you have to know how to do that and how to strategically use it, and protecting your personal assets as well. Listen, very good. All right, the business credit blueprint. So make sure you get that. She's offering that for you all. Please put that, we have that in the comment section in our show notes. I'm so excited that you have that for everyone, because listen, education is powerful, baby. Let me told you. I love it. I love it. Thank you very much, Simone Renee. We really appreciate it. All right, come in, Miss. We have someone else coming on stage from North Carolina, Miss Moshima Lee Johnson. Come on here, sis. We're ready for you.
Hello, everyone. Let me see if I can make my thing bigger. Okay. Hello, everyone. I'm a little. I knew he was gonna do this as soon as I started talking. Here goes Jaleel. Just say hello and go back in the living room.
Hey, Jaleel.
Okay. Let me finish talking and then you can talk. Okay. My name is Sheila Johnson, and today, hold on.
All right. So while she's taking care of little man who wanted to steal the show from her,
Okay, I'm back.
it's okay. It's okay. We know how children want to steal the show.
Yeah, and he was gonna start getting loud and jumping around, but I don't think I'm gonna read from this because I don't want to get messed up. But okay. Hello, everyone. My name is Sheila Johnson, and I want to share my journey of personal growth, transformation, and how I'm reclaiming my time and redeeming myself with this 30-day live challenge. I was born in Waterbury, Connecticut. I was raised in Durham, North Carolina, and I've been a certified nursing assistant for over 23 years. And before that, I was a early childhood education teacher for about 10 years. And all of those work experiences have kind of shaped my perspective on life and my goals. And working as a nurse assistant, it showed me how important it is to think about what happens if you don't die. And one of my biggest goals after being a CNA and working in nursing homes was like, I don't want to end up in a nursing home. And it made me think about how am I going to make that happen? How am I going to have enough money to be able to afford not to be in a nursing home? And so that's when I started having ideas about multiple streams of income and multiple businesses. And as a nursing assistant and an early childhood education teacher, the pay was like very low. And I was like, I don't want to be that person that pays people like minimum wage just so I can survive. And so I was like, I'm gonna have to have several streams of income. That way I can pay my employees enough money and I can be able to survive myself without having to go into a nursing home. And so also working at the nursing home, it showed me what happens when you don't take care of your health problems. And I've been sort of a healthy eating journey for years, but it's kind of been like off and on. But in the last year, I discovered intermittent fasting and lost 61 pounds with intermittent fasting. And that's another thing that I'm working on. And I started it, it was going good. But then I realized that one of the first stops that you have to make before you start any kind of journey is your mental health. And I always say, whatever journey you're on, let your mental health be the first stop. And so I joined the 30-Day Live Challenge because I saw other people in the group, my Done is Better Than Perfect business group, posting the hashtag 30-Day Live. And I'm like, what is this? Like, why did I not find out about it? Like, how can I join? And she was like, oh, that's Sheila's group. And so when it came back around, I was like, okay, I definitely want to join because I saw the summit and I was, just excited to join. And I was like, that's a good way to pay for friends that want to be on the same journey that I'm on, because I see so many people in the Done is Better Than Perfect group wanting to participate. And I was like, okay, I need to have a way to, personally connect with these people. And so I had been praying for that. And so when Miss Sheila had the group, I was like, this is my answered prayer. And so when I joined the challenge, it was, interesting to see a community of people that I didn't know existed. It was more than just people from the Done is Better Than Perfect group. It was people from all over the place that didn't even have any idea what Done is Better Than Perfect is. And so when I first joined the challenge and I saw all the other people in the group with their businesses and websites and they were doing good in life, it made me feel kind of like not out of place, but it just made me feel kind of bad because I was so behind in life and I had put off so many goals that I started and then just stopped. But then after talking to the other people in the group and them sharing their journeys with me and them sharing things that they accomplished and overcome. And it made me grateful and just, gave me a little bit of peace. And I was like thinking I had to, kind of like scroll back and think about how much I have overcome. And we not all starting at the same place. So I had to give myself some grace. And just thinking about, some of the things that I've went through in my life and survived growing up, like living in the projects and being physically abused, sexually abused, mentally abused, having to live in foster homes, having to live in group homes, having to be homeless, and losing my children to foster care most recently. And that's something that kind of keeps me frozen in time a lot, because it's just like every day I wake up, it's just like I don't want to get out of bed. I have to like push myself to kind of get out of bed every day. But with this challenge, it just made me realize like I've come so far from where I used to be. Like I said, I was homeless back in 2019. I went and stayed at the domestic violence shelter, and me and Jaleel was on the run from CPS, and it was just a lot. And now I've been in my apartment. I got a 4-bedroom apartment. I've been here over 4 years, and I had lost my vehicle some years ago, and I was, catching buses and Ubers and trains to get to work. Now I have my van, and I had that over 4 years now. And so some of the things I've learned during the challenge is just being more comfortable with going live, and not necessarily comfortable, but going live with purpose. And I really like the prompts because it gave me something else to talk about besides just nothing or cooking or something. It gave me like subjects, and it gave me, a purpose to go live, because I go live a lot, but not really doing anything purposeful. So I really like the prompts and how it, gave me something to talk about. And so, and also, my accountability partner, Janisha, I just love her so much because she's so supportive, and it was just great having somebody to like bounce ideas off, and somebody that is different than me, that knows more than me. Like, she helped me with my guide for my intermittent fasting journey. And I've learned to, kind of like stop beating myself up about where I'm not, instead of focusing on, what has gone wrong. I can just focus on what I want to do better. And I have notebooks now where I write all my stuff down, and I have separate notebooks for all of my groups that I'm in. I'm sorry, I'm sweating. But I got a little cold. And so that's one thing. And then another thing that happened during the challenge that was just like a revelation, like an eye-opener. Jaleel had spilled something on my carpet, and not spilled something, but he put something on my carpet, and I really did not feel like cleaning it. And so I was going to take the carpet and roll it up and just toss it to the side. And I was like, well, I won't. God said, is that what you're going to do every time something is hard? And I really heard God say that. And it made me think about how many times when something is hard, I just roll it up and throw it to the side instead of doing the hard work to actually get it done, because it's easier. It's easier to avoid the hard work than it actually is to do it. And I cleaned the carpet. I was like, it's going to take more work to actually move my couch, to roll up the carpet. And I actually got the carpet cleaned out and cleaned it. And another revelation happened after I cleaned the carpet. It was a stain on the carpet, not the stain that he put up there, but another stain that had been there for a while, and it wouldn't come up. Even after 4 times of trying to change the bucket out, it still wouldn't come up. And it made me think about how sometimes we have stains on our past. We have things about us that people will always see and people will never forget. And when they look at you, that's what they're going to see. They're going to see who you used to be. They're going to see your mistakes, your problems, or whatever. But if you've done the work to clean it, I know I cleaned the carpet. I changed the bucket out 4 times, so I know it's clean. And if you've done the work to clean yourself up and, do better, then no matter what it looks like, God can still use you for a better purpose. And it just was like an all moment for me. I was like, wow, I've been doing this my whole life, just rolling stuff up, putting it to the side because it was too hard. And I see that happen, and a lot of people, not just myself. Entrepreneurship, that's hard. It's easier to go to a job, clock in, and go home. But trying to, start a business, that's a lot of hard work. And another thing I want to mention was my mentor, D'Amica, heaven sent. Like, the way she stayed on me constantly was just like, oh God, she really is inboxing me, asking me stuff. And so it made me think about my English teacher and my mother. It was like a combination of her between like my mother and my English teacher, because, she was like staying on me. And it made me think about my English teacher, Miss Decatur, how she would, I had to, before I could graduate from high school, I had to go to night school. And Miss Decatur, she knew I was, real good at writing and stuff, but I had to find a way to kind of like organize my thoughts. And between her and my principal, Mr. Hicks, that's the only reason, I graduated, because they stayed on me constantly. Like, you got to do this, you got to do that. And if it wasn't for them two, I, wouldn't have graduated from high school. And I've always liked to write, but I just needed help focusing, so I won't, go on a ramble. And so I set a lot of goals, and a lot of them, I won't say that was unrealistic, but I had a lot of work to do before I could complete those goals, like trying to start my home healthcare business and doing things of that nature. And I was like, oh, I haven't even done the other work, like file my tax returns or, did stuff for the IRS that I need to get done. And, one of the things I was trying to work on is trying to get my house a little cleaner because I'm moving, and just decluttering and getting organized and stuff. And so that's one of the things I was able to do. I was able to get my bookshelf organized. I was able to get my stockpile room a little more organized. I was able to clean my carpet. I updated my resume. And I also wrote a intermittent fasting guide, because so many people have been contacting me like, what did you do? What did you do? They wanted to like get some step-by-step, instructions on how I did it. And I was like, I'm typing all these messages in the inbox, and I could just write out a guide like people been telling me to do, and I just haven't done it. And so, moving forward, I'm learning how to break stuff down in small tasks. And like, I've actually wrote out my schedule on my Google Calendar, and I haven't been following it, but I did write it out. And I'm hoping, when things get a little more stable with my job and stuff, I'll have, a time frame that I know I'm going to be working and stuff. Like, I'm going to be working here at this time. And I'm a conspiracy theorist. I always think about, like what I'm always thinking like way ahead of the future. Because I've always, had dreams about certain stuff happening. And I always thought about, like what would happen if we had to survive without electricity and running water. And
Miss
so,
Mashimale, before you go any further, we're out of time. If you can give us your social media handles so they can follow you, and tell us how can we get this this guide, intermittent fasting guide.
okay. So all of my social media is my name, Moshimale Johnson, Moshimale, last name Johnson. That's my Facebook, my TikTok, and my YouTube, all the same. And so if you contact me on Facebook, or when they put the links in the notes, I'll be able to send y'all out that intermittent fasting guide. And thank you everybody for taking the time. I'm sorry it went over, but I want to say one more thing. No matter your struggles, no matter your past, your environment, or any challenges you have faced, everybody has a chance to be redeemed.
Most definitely, most definitely.
Thank
Everyone,
you.
thank you very much. Everyone has a chance to be redeemed. Listen, and everyone is in a different place in their life. Sometimes we compare self grace is so important. But we don't focus so much on the positive. So that's focus on, what do you say? I'm not just focusing on the negative, but I'm focusing on being better. Yes. And doing that hard work. Oh my goodness. That was a great analogy that you said about the carpet, because baby, so many times in life, we just want to roll it up, put it on the curb and keep rolling, because honey, life gets hard. So thank you for sharing that, Miss Moshima Lee. At this time, we're going to take a break right now.